Yo, right here in the small box. So this is from Vice TV. Thing is, this came out 7 years ago, and if I'm going to be honest, I know for a fact it's gotten better than what it was from this time period. So we got Vice News in front of us. Like I said, 7 years ago, 368,000 views. So we're going to be here for vibes, all right? So let's go ahead and lock in and get started with this one, all right? Look, we're going to be talking about Aubrey on this one. So let's go ahead and get started, man. Y'all do know how I start this, right? So let's make it happen. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Drake may be responsible for 5% of Toronto's $8.8 billion tourism economy. HBO, Vice News. All right, like I said, never watched this yet, didn't even know about this, but let's lock in and see if they're true or things make sense. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. And don't forget to hype the videos when they're off live or whenever I upload. Please and thank you type. And let's go ahead and lock in, bro. Let's go. Video look quiet. Oh. All right. Restaurant Pick 6. OVO Fest since 2010. Embrace Toronto as his home. He connects. Blah, blah, blah. Drake equals Toronto. What is the reach of Drake? Celebrity status more. YouTube top 20 songs. Hot. Oh, boy. All right.
Could you take the Drake photo for me?
You want a Drake photo?
Yes, please.
Okay. Left hand here.
All right.
You're gonna hold on to this.
Okay.
Now position your body a little bit like this. Well, your hair's a little longer than Drake's is, but that's okay.
Should I take off my glasses?
Yes.
Drake didn't have glasses. Okay.
Didn't.
Yeah. Right.
Point your head down in this direction.
Okay.
Look a little sad. There we go. We made it.
Drake's 5th studio album was released on Friday, and by Sunday, it had already broken the record for most streams in a single week.
If only they knew.
But this is not Drake's most impressive number.
For anybody that ever comes to Canada, don't ever drive on the Gardiner. Even though that's literally like the main way to get to Toronto. The Gardiner is always busy. There's always traffic. You got to drive late at night, bro.
His hometown of Toronto,
Yes, Mia, I know.
Drake's more than just a rapper. He's a walking economic stimulus package.
I would say at least once a week.
Probably tonight.
I see an open table reservation with a personal note that says, "Can we have the Drake table, please?"
I want to thank everybody from the city for coming out tonight.
Drake helped revive the mostly forgettable Toronto Raptors by becoming their hype man.
When he came on also, it added that cool factor into it. It definitely rose ticket sales. It rose.
Shout out DJ Four Corners. When I was working as an events coordinator for my first major event, the student union helped to get DJ Four Corners to spin at my Frosh event that I planned. So salute to DJ Four Corners for sure.
Merch sales, and it rose the general feeling about the team by far. Clearly, it affected culture. The perception of Toronto by Torontonians is pre-Drake and post-Drake. It's a real thing.
Everywhere Drake eats, grabs a mic, or shoots a music video has seen an impact. So have dozens of places he's probably never even been to. A while back, Drake popularized calling Toronto the Six after the 416 area code. And ever since, Toronto's been swamped by 6 computer stores, 6 SoulCycle classes, and even a 6 Indian food restaurant.
I have to be honest, in terms of looking at Drake, he's done a lot more than I had been aware of.
Gordon Hendren does marketing consulting for major brands in Toronto, and he says the Drake brand is directly feeding into Toronto's $8.8 billion tourism economy.
How much is Drake's cosign worth to the city of Toronto, to the economy?
We did some calculations that suggest that he's worth about $440 million to the Toronto economy.
440 million.
440 million. there are a number of factors that go into that calculation, but we gave Drake 5% of that $8.8 billion. Why? Because he's helped to rebrand the city. He's kind of made himself kind of the same as Toronto.
Naturally, that's attracted the attention of Toronto's politicians.
Connor, take care, bro.
Councillor Norm Kelly has used the Drake effect to sell merchandise and make himself into an ironic internet celebrity.
And I'm in Japan next week, actually, so I'm...
And then there's Councillor Michael Thompson. He's responsible for attracting foreign investment into Toronto. Part of his strategy is traveling the world, trying to turn Drake cool points into Canadian dollar signs.
I was just in New Orleans over the weekend, and...
Yo, I gotta stop this for a second. This is crazy. This is crazy. Notice how easy it is to market him. Just if you were paying attention to that, just please pay attention. Just like how, we have this artist, Drake, and because of his star power, look what it does for the basketball team. Look what it does for the overall economy. Look what it does for service culture, the service industry. Look what it does for restaurant industry. And then look what it does for the marketing it has here. Everything that I'm witnessing in this video actually confirms the kind of marketing power that we have here. But the flaw in the marketing power that we have is that we made it revolve around one person. And now we're in 2025. In this year alone, this one person, his whole career is in question right now. Just think about that. They threw a couple mils here and there. And then they started to put this face everywhere. And because you see it everywhere, the influence has power. The influence has value. But like I said yesterday, every system has a flaw. No matter how hard you try to plug all the holes, every system has a flaw. And with time, that flaw is only going to get worse and worse. It's gotten to a point now where the whole career is questioned right now because of what we're talking about with streaming numbers. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just think on, and then prior Drake, before I even get the Scorpion, prior Drake, everything was shaky because back then, and you got to consider this, back then, we didn't really know too much about the marketing. We were partaking in it, but it's like we were partaking in marketing just to follow. We weren't understanding how to lead. So now that they have this face and this face has a brand, they're utilizing this individual's face to kind of shape Toronto into what it is today. Which is, it's done good. You know, I'm not disagreeing with their decision because it makes sense at the time. And it made everything easier. But what it made easier. Just think about that for a second. So, this whole, all this right now is coming about with the whole Scorpion album. And we talked about the Scorpion album yesterday and how they over-pushed it. They didn't just push it. They over-pushed it. So think about that. And then think what it did here. And then go back to the point where I was making about our marketing power. Yo, we are cooked.
The reason why I was there, we were there to secure
so basically, forget the children he's feeding. That's crazy.
Technology conference to come to Toronto for the next 3 years. And then I talked a little bit about Toronto, who we are, the number of people living here and so on. And when I mentioned this was home of Drake, the people just kind of went crazy. Just a mere mention of his name.
And how much money is this tech conference going to bring in?
The tech conference will bring into the city of Toronto about $147 million.
So you use Drake as a selling point to bring in over $100 million.
I'm going to borrow, steal, and beg anything I can to help me to promote.
This tech conference going to bring in?
The tech conference will bring into the city of Toronto about $147 million.
So you use Drake as a selling point to bring in over $100 million.
I'm going to borrow, steal, and beg anything I can to help me to promote my city. The native son is here. He's got a great brand. I'm going to kind of hitch ourselves on it a little bit and get pulled up along the way, along with everything else that we're bringing forward, right? And it seems to be working.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Did I really just hear that? Oh my God. What's good, Tiptoe? What's good, Tiptoe Joe? Oh, did I really just hear that? Yo, did I really just hear that just now? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We are so flawed. We are so flawed. None of us would, okay, to be fair, none of us was ever going to expect anything like this to happen with a beef. If I'm going to be honest. Immediately when I heard Kendrick and Drake were beefing, I'm like, yo, bro, you're going up against Kendrick. It doesn't matter if he's far removed or not. This is Kendrick we're talking about. But a year and a half later to today, oh my God, we are so flawed. Oh my God. Oh my God. And remember what I keep saying. What could happen to Toronto and how detrimental it's going to be. This flaw has turned into a problem. And if they better pray whatever happens doesn't go the way it's going to happen, because with what it looks like right now with Stake and Spotify simultaneously, and then they're trying to appeal for the waste of time that they did prior to it, yo, that's too much. You can't do music right now. You can't drop anything right now. That's too much going on at once. Oh my God. Yes, he has a good brand, but the key word is has. Oh my God. Yo, it's actually worse than I thought, because keep in mind, they kept it vague. It goes deeper than just service industry, restaurant culture. This goes all the way down and past tourism. Cause this has translated all the way across into media. It has gone into the certain social media accounts that he's worked with. For example, I know none of y'all know, but yo, he's done a skit with For Y'all Entertainment. Shout out to For Y'all for sure. 4YE. But from that skit, For Y'all skyrocketed. Cause they linked up with Drake. It's translated over to social media. It's gone heavy into betting culture. Like, just think about the different industries, the different like avenues that we have here in this maze that we call the city of Toronto. And when I talk about how his name is ingrained in every industry, it's not a joke. What if they pluck said weed? Imagine whatever is happening with the industry. It works. What's going to happen here? Now, like I said before, Toronto is still going to hold him up. But even Toronto would have to look at him and be like, so you don't work anymore. And not work saying like you're not doing music, but like your brand doesn't work anymore. We can't really leverage this. Like this last guy right here.
With everything that kind of me to promote.
Over $100 million.
I'm going to borrow, steal, and beg anything I can to help me to promote my city. The native son.
You think this man has a heart? You can see by the big smile on his face and how much money it's bringing in. You think this man has a heart? He's going to look at him and be like, so you're not palatable anymore. You're not really marketable worldwide anymore. Yo, somebody call Abel. Hey, where the Weeknd at? We can use him, right? Where's the Weeknd? Yo, get this guy out of here, man. No, move. Bro, it could really go like that, bruh. It could really go like that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What's good, Mimi? What's good? Lexi, too. Oh, my God. Toronto didn't want him with cartel say. Are you serious? Yo, let me find out. Oh my God. Drake needs to stop. Chee, that's crazy. Oh man, but yo, it's actually like just sitting here thinking about it. It's just so insane. It's so wild to just see where this is going. 3 lawsuits. Or sorry, 2 lawsuits and one that he's appealing. No wonder we're not getting music. Oh my God. The way that's accurate is actually hilarious. Yo, this is actually very concerning. Weekend long gone. I'm sick. We got nobody, bro. We got nobody. Tory Lane's in jail. Yeah, he ain't coming back anytime soon. Toronto is actually looking kind of shaky right now. Cause I don't even think we really got Justin Bieber like that. I swear Justin Bieber in America right now. What's going on with Jesse Reyes? We're going to have to fast track Jesse Reyes, bro. We got a strong Spanish community here. So we're going to have to fast track Jesse Reyes or something because something's got to give. Somebody check on Roy Woods or Daniel Caesar. We got to figure out how we can They're going to have to start fast tracking artists. Somebody call Toby. Toby's in LA right now, which is hilarious to me. But he's going on tour. So, hey, Toby coming back here soon on the 13th or the 14th, I think. Yo, what's going on with Quasi, bro? I didn't see Quasi drop nothing recently. Havaya, what's going on with Havaya? Oh, man, bro, this is looking mad shaky right now. We got to Cardinal official got to come out of retirement. Cardinal got to come out of retirement because at this point, bro, we can't rely on one anymore because that's the flaw. They relied on one. We need to rely on many again. We need to rely on many people again because as far as I see it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. It's been shaky, my boy. I'm sick. Jesse out here working with John Mayer. Are you serious? Oh, yeah, we're done. We might be cooked. We might be cooked, bro. Oh, my goodness. The way that they're out there, bro, in LA is hilarious.